This is Morrison Forum. Often middle school students will hang out here when they have free time. Also, about every 2 weeks, there will be a middle school assembly that just focuses on the middle school. A combination of students and faculty members will speak about issues or project or anything that they really want to. Also, sometimes students will perform, and they'll also have the faculty will host games for the students to participate in. This is Ms. McDonald's desk. She basically holds the middle school together. She organizes all kinds of events for us. She also organizes the middle school assemblies I talked about. Anytime you have any problem with your schedule or pickup or sports or anything like that, you always come to her and ask. I came to her numerous times throughout my years in the middle school, and she always had an answer for me. Here in the middle school, every student gets assigned 3 cubbies. 2 for their books, binders, pencils, etc., and then 1 for their special things like their computers, phones, and whatnot. We have open cubbies to practice trust in the middle school, knowing that nobody's going to take any of your stuff. Of course, it's not safe to leave out computers and phones just because they might get damaged, but other than that, trust is a big part of Nobles, and we exercise that by having open cubbies. So now we're upstairs. On the left, you'll see all of the science classrooms. In 8th grade, every duo of students builds a solar car. We all race, and then the top 10 cars go to MIT to compete in the Junior Solar Car Sprint. In 7th grade, you'll get to learn about how the brain works, how you remember things, and so much more. I didn't like science coming into Nobles, but now I learned to love it just because the material here is so interesting. This is the Bliss Omni Arena, or the hockey rink, as you probably know it. Right now the rink is being constructed, and once we go inside, you'll see that the boards are just getting up there, as well as there are tennis courts underneath. The tennis courts are used for the tennis teams when it's raining outside or they have a match schedule and for some reason can't use the outdoor courts. So it's always good to have a backup inside. So now we're at the Morrison Athletic Center, or as the MAC as most of the people call it here. There are 6 squash courts, 2 basketball courts, a wrestling room, a dance studio, as well as a locker room for the boys and the girls. They don't share the same one. There is a gym with a private trainer that all the athletes use, as well as a training room in case anybody ever gets injured or they just need some ice or something like that. Behind me is Castle Field, where the soccer and baseball teams play. Over that hill is Almy Field, which is another place where soccer teams play if we have more than one home game at a time. If you follow this road way down, you will find a turf field up on Bridge Street, is what we like to call it, where the girls varsity field hockey team as well as other field hockey teams play. On the right, you will see the main football field where we'll be hosting Friday Night Lights this Friday. They will be playing Roxbury Latin underneath the lights. It's a big event. This is the castle, and believe it or not, we eat lunch here every single day. Mr. Noble purchased this castle when he bought the land to build the school. The owner of the castle originally had secret passageways built for him, so when he had company over that he didn't like, he could escape through one of his passages and into his office. These passages are still open today, or some of them are at least, and if you look carefully or not, you might be able to find some.